I want to address a very serious issue, one that in any modern society can be easily classified as statement and a stage that promoted hate, racism, terrorism against the state, and seek to influence people in a direction that can create havoc, disharmony, and destroy any modern democratic society. I would not call these persons by names because their names are not deserved to be uttered. But these persons are just sheer racist, opportunistic, dismantlers. They don't understand what building is. They have never been associated with building anything that is good. But before I go into a few remarks, I want the population to see a piece of the video that I'm talking about. This is a stage that was shared by the opposition and WPA. The leader of the opposition shared this stage that seek to urge respectable, disciplined men and women in uniform to be part of a system that destroys democracy. They know nothing about unity and building our country together. I want every Guyanese to listen to this tape, to listen to the content of what came off of that stage with the opposition and WPA, and to ask themselves a very simple question. Are these leaders? Are these the type of people we want to lead our country? Are these the type of people we want even to be associated with leadership in any political system, any political party? To the private sector, ask yourself very simple questions. Can these people who share that stage have the interests of Guyana at heart? To the religious community, in the consciousness of religion and in your own conscience as religious leader, do you accept this? To some of the civil society who would ignore this because it does not suit their agenda too, where are your voices now? What do you have to say about this? A pack of jokers, deceptive haters, racist, divisive propagandists who utilize a stage in which they seek to use people as pawns. But why is it that they continue to believe they can hold this singular village at ransom? The people of Buxton should also ask themselves, why is it every time they make these dangerous calls that they seek to utilize Buxton as a village? That is the respect they have for Buxton and Buxtonians. A village that has a rich heritage of producing fine men and women. Why is it that we continue to allow them to use us as pawns? No. We must think as a people. We must understand realistically who these people are. They will do anything for power because their understanding of power is to lord over the people. For 5 years you saw what they did. Nothing. 28 years before that, nothing but destruction. Every single time the People's Progressive Party, civics and government, we have to deal with these type of utterances. What did he mean By any time we turn those guns in the right direction, it is over. Your president would stand up every single day for what is right, would stand up every single day in support of democracy, in support of unity, in support of development. So all the guns that he's talking about, let him turn it to me. Because no gun or bullet would stop us on this path of unifying our people, on this path of developing our country, on this path of uplifting the lives of our people, the people of this country. This is clear hate, terrorism, and racism that came off of that stage. All of Guyana should be upset. Imagine the joint services had to issue a statement condemning what came off of that stage, in which the opposition and WPA was represented. And I want you to listen to the tape. Listen to it carefully. Every single Guyanese. Listen to it. I'm going to stop and pause here so that you can listen to this tape and see whether you condone this. Whether you condone this in the interest of your family, in the interest of your children, in the interest of your community, in the interest of the mosque, the temples, the church. Where are the voices? Where are the voices? Any society, this will never be tolerated. Any democratic society. So please, I pause for you to listen to the tape, and then I will return.
A white diplomat pulled me in a corner, and he said, I don't understand how people complaining that they are oppressed, and they have all the guns in their hands. They are the majority in the army, the majority in the police, and they're still saying they are oppressed. What he was saying, that our problem is of our own making. Our problem is our own making. Anytime we turn those guns in the right direction, it is over.
My dear Guyanese, you have heard the tape. You have heard the words that came off of the stage that was shared by the opposition and WPA. I'm not going to call the names, but the leader of the opposition was on that stage too. This is what the opposition wants for Guyana. In that tape, the individual is saying, I don't understand it. People complaining that they're oppressed and they have all the guns in their hands and they're the majority in the army and the majority in the police, and they're still saying that they're oppressed. What you are saying is that the problem is of your own making. Anytime we turn those guns in the right direction, it is over. Do we understand the implication of this statement? I'm very proud of the men and women in our joint services. And I know they're sane people. I know they're right-thinking people. But who would tolerate this? Which family in Guyana can tolerate this? These are all people who are integrally part of a past in this country that we never ever, no Guyanese would ever want to be repeated. They are doom makers. They're not doers. They're not builders. They don't spend 21 hours every day thinking about how they will uplift the lives of people and how they can do something to bring positive difference. how they can make an impact. This is what they spend the time doing. Pushing hate, racism, barefaced terrorism on the people of this country. I have faith in the people of this country. I have faith in democracy. I have faith in Guyana. I have faith in the leadership of the People's Progressive Party Civic. And in the leadership, in true leadership, we not only condemn these type of statements, but we reinforce and reiterate once more our full commitment, our full sacrifice, because we have sacrificed a lot, in the name of democracy, freedom, justice, fairness. And as long as it takes, and as many guns as it may take, pointed in my direction and in the People's Progressive Party Civic direction, we will make that sacrifice in the interests of Guyana, in the interests of the unity of our people, in the interests in the development of our people, in the interests of the upliftment of our people, in the interests of Guyana and no one else or no other organization. We are on a path of unprecedented growth and development. Look at that stage. Look at the opposition that was on that stage and ask yourself, can these people be constructive in this path of development? Is this that they call leadership? Is this their form of leadership? Is this their presentation of leadership? If it is, then my dear brothers and sisters in Guyana, you see what a bad decision can result in. I thank you, and God bless you. Bless our beautiful country, and uplift us every day to do what is right. Thank you.